Imagine that strange, heavy stillness that hits you right after a massive shock. Your brain feels like it's being wrapped in thick cotton wool. This happens because your heart is actually a sophisticated pharmaceutical factory. Right now, your chest is pumping out natural opioid peptides, far more potent than any sedative you'd find in a hospital. If your heart is just a mechanical pump, why is it secretly manufacturing its own supply of high-grade sedatives? Think of your stress system like a high-performance engine. When you're constantly redlining, your body floods the system with a chemical alarm signal to keep you moving. You feel invincible right up until the needle snaps. Scientists call this a hypercortisolemic state, where your levels spike toward 100 units before the whole system gives up and bottoms out. Most focus on the crash, but these high cortisol protocols do something much weirder to the way your brain actually sees the world.
Think about your heart as more than just a mechanical pump. When its walls stretch from high pressure, it behaves like an overfilled water balloon that starts spraying out a specialized perfume to alert everyone in the room. This physical tension forces muscle cells to release chemical messengers called natriuretic peptides. It is the heart's way of shouting for the body to back off. But these signals are whispering to organs completely unrelated to your blood flow. Think of your brain's stress response like a fire alarm that gets stuck in the on position. That's the work of a hormone called CRH. But nature gave us a manual override. Imagine a physical hand reaching into the machinery to stop the gears. This molecule, atrial natriuretic peptide, acts as a biological kill switch for that anxiety. It's our internal emergency brake. But the strange part is that this brain-calming signal doesn't start in your head.
Imagine your body is a city under permanent lockdown. That internal tightening is your survival system stuck in a defensive loop called RAAS. But when you drop your guard, the heart stops being a pump and starts acting like a pharmacist, releasing peptides that act like a cooling mist for your cells. It's a total biological reset. But this chemical shift is just the opening act for a message your heart is sending your brain. Try sitting perfectly still and sensing your heartbeat without touching your pulse. That internal radar is called interoception. It acts like a secret override switch for the background software that runs your blood pressure and heart rate. Research shows this focus can actually influence natriuretic peptides, the chemical messengers that usually manage your internal balance on autopilot. If we can consciously steer these automatic signals, it forces us to ask a very uncomfortable question. Think about those times when your mind feels like a jagged mess of radio static. We have an internal volume knob that forces that noise into a smooth, steady hum. When you push your heart rate past 80% of its maximum, a protein floods the system and mutes your brain's alarm center, the locus coeruleus. This is atrial natriuretic peptide, a complete chemical takeover. But the weirdest part? This silence starts somewhere much more physical than your head.
Your heart functions as the true executive management, acting like a foreman who knows exactly what's happening on the factory floor, while the brain just reads the reports. To influence this internal hierarchy, spend 5 minutes today breathing in a steady rhythm. Count to 5 on the inhale and 5 on the exhale. This specific timing stabilizes your biology and clarifies your thinking. The full research archive is at jmthomasofficial.com.